Hey Dustbusters, thank you for stopping by my channel Dust Be Gone by Dawn. If you're new here, please don't forget to hit the like button and the subscribe button. If you really like it a lot, share with your friends and family. This video will be shot on location at one of my favorite places, the Grand Beauty Spa on Kennedy in South Tampa, Florida. Originally, I had a membership as a guest here, but it didn't take long for me to become enamored by the owner and the staff. Before long, I became their service provider, and this is one of the few clients I service directly. This is a before dawn cleaning focusing on the hardwood floors in their hair salon. I will be using a microfiber mop head and almond oil to condition the wood. Because my videos are done on location, I always wear gloves just to protect myself during the cleanings. Okay, Dustbusters, let's get started. One of the first things we do when we start our cleaning routine is to vacuum first. This is before any water gets on the floor or the surfaces. It's better to vacuum when the floor is dry versus wet, especially in a situation like this where I'm cleaning a salon where there's always hair. This is a very busy salon, and I'm cleaning before they open of business once they start getting their clients in. Out of the many years that I've been in the cleaning industry, I've used different types of vacuums, from expensive ones to the less expensive ones. And I tell you, this little canister vacuum has got to be one of my favorite vacuums to use. It's inexpensive, it's easy to clean, and when I say it's easy to clean, the whole vacuum comes apart outside of the motor. It can be washed and sanitized, which is great when you're going from client to client. A lot of our clients have allergies, and the last thing we want to do is cross-contaminate from one house to the other. Not to mention, it's super light, it's easy to maneuver, it has a cord that is retractable. It's just a great vacuum to use. If you notice, I put the vacuum head on the attachment, and now it's allowing me to get a full coverage space of the floor. When I first started, I always used the open end of the vacuum hose to do corners and edging in areas where the vacuum head wouldn't go. I know I see a lot of times the stick vacuums that people use, but I always wonder how they can get into the areas that just are not reachable by an entire head. Now I'm getting ready to clean the surfaces and the glass at each station. I'm using plant-based dish soap and again peppermint oil, because remember, it is antibacterial and antimicrobial, and it smells great. I like to work in a pattern when I'm creating my method of cleaning, where I start at the beginning and do a complete circle and then start back where I ended my circle at. So right now I'm removing all of the items off of the workstations, and then I will start washing down the counters and the glass. Something that I love to have in my arsenal of tools is my squeegee. I would never clean without a squeegee. I don't know if you've ever been to the gym and forgot your headphones for your music and walked out. I actually have done that before. I can't work out without my music, and I can't clean without my squeegee. Right now, I am washing down the windows and the counters, going section by section, and then squeegeeing off the mirrors. I will never spray anything, so in the videos that you'll see me doing, you'll see that I don't have spray bottles. I just don't like to put spray product into the air and breathe it. So I usually just take a microfiber towel, really hot water, my plant-based dish soap, and whatever essential oil I'm using at the time, and I just saturate the towel and clean the surfaces that way. I think when you're spraying a product, it gets in the air, it gets in your lungs, it gets on other surfaces that you aren't meaning to clean. So I try to be very intentional when I'm cleaning and my process of doing it. I'm not scared of water, so I like to make sure everything is really wet and that it is polished correctly. So as you can see, going through each mirror, I'll use the squeegee. I do the same method where I saturate the mirror. I use the squeegee to get all the liquid off, and then I'll saturate the counter and squeegee off the counter as well. There are a lot of products on the market, from granite cleaner to window cleaner to floor cleaner to whatever type of cleaner. But really, at the end of the day, you can keep it simple with just a few all-purpose cleaning products. As you can see, I'm just using soap and water and some essential oils. So there are no streaks left on the glass, and the squeegee does most of the work. What I'm doing with the paper towel is just wiping up a few drips of liquid that is left on the glass. If you look at a mirror through magnifying glass, you'd be able to see that it's very ridgy. People think that it's smooth, but it's not a smooth surface. It has hills and valleys, for lack of a better word, but it's not smooth. So a squeegee actually takes any of the impurities that are left in the glass, like in this situation, hairspray gets on the glass, hair, fingerprints, or whatever. By using a squeegee, you're pulling all of that out instead of rubbing it in. So when I see people spraying something, a product, on the glass and then just rubbing it in, it almost makes my skin crawl now that I know how to use a squeegee. So I always consider myself as like the glass whisperer. Now that the counters and the glass have been cleaned, I am going to get to the wood floors. I'm using a almond wood floor cleaner that is not only conditioning, but it also adds a shine, and it is plant-based as well. I'll be using the microfiber mop head and, like I said, hot water and the almond oil cleaner. There's something a little mesmerizing about watching the mop head go across a wide floor space. Trust me, there are a bunch of cats around the Tampa area in houses that love to see us mop. So definitely a mesmerizing experience in itself. I don't put a whole lot of liquid on the floor because we have to protect wood floors in particular. There are different kinds of wood floors. I've actually sanded wood floors many years ago when I got a house that was built in the 20s and I refinished the floors. So I've gained a lot of respect for different types of wood floors, and we also pay closer attention to engineered wood floors, which are not always as durable. But when you have real wood floors like these, you want to take the best care that you can within reason. Over time, they will definitely wear. There's a lot of activity that happens in the salon, but overall, they've been able to keep the wood floors looking good, and it's our job to make sure that they are maintained and keep nice and shiny and polished, and that's what I just did. Okay, Dustbusters, this concludes this video for today. Please leave any comments that you have. I hope you learned something today about cleaning wood floors and granite tabletops, glass, all of that. And thank you so much for being here. Please don't forget to hit the like button and the subscribe button. And I hope to see you on the next video. Bye!